Well, hello there, my kings, queens, and I've forgotten to moisturise my face, so let's wait. Yes. Stitch. Well, hello there, my kings, queens, and everybody in between. My name is Ashley, aka Stitch. I thank you. And welcome to my Flosstube channel, where I discuss cross-stitch and whatever decides to compute inside my head and fall out of my mouth. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Sorry. Come in, sit down, get yourself comfortable, grab a drink, use a coaster. That's all I ask. Thanks. If you're a returning viewer, part of the Flosstube family, part of the nerd herd, I'd like to welcome you guys back to thank you just for continually coming back. You are the guys that are the reason that I do this. And the newer ones that will soon be Flosstube family. If you're now part of the Flosstube family, you've been previously been. Hey fam. Sorry, it's been Easter, there's been lots of chocolate, the days are mucked up. This is Monday, it's April, I'm doing my March in April because it's me. But anyway, you're here for stitching. So for those of you that have been following and watched last time, I've been sticking to my plans. I know, like 3 months in, we made it a whole season and I'm still sticking to my plans. For stitching at least. We'll get into it later. Okay, so first things first. Let's just move myself over a little bit so we've got a bit more space. I need to do stuff like this and all that. Right, so the first piece I've been working on is my Hogwarts crest, which I'm doing for my niece. When it's finished, it will look like this. It's an 11 count printed aida with floss and bits that were in the bag. I'm sure I'm supposed to be saying other stuff, to be honest. This is what it looked like last time that you saw it. And this, my lovelies, let's get the board. Let's find the board and hope that it works, yeah? Okay. So, I got one of those door things that goes bong. So, and this is what it looks like now. So, I mean, again, not that you can really tell on this one, but I've been going around and just filling in threads as I see them. Like I keep going just to the next one, pick up a thread, do that until you've run out of it, and then do that. Not like it's colour completing. I'm getting to the end of that thread and then changing colours just so I'm not doing the same thing over and over again. But yeah, I filled in quite a few of the colours at the top. I've got in a 3 different types of gold in there now. But yeah, again, this is my the piece for my niece that was supposed to be done for her birthday last November. So let's pray, because we're aiming to get this done for her for this November before she is way too old. And just like, thanks, Ash. Cheers. Yeah. If you're watching this, sorry, girl. I'm sorry. I'll see you soon. But yeah, this is where this one got to, which is lovely. And yeah, that's I say that's a gift. Stuck to that one. I will hopefully continue to stick to that gift moving forwards for the next month, which is now. Didn't stitch on it today. It's down there. Okay. Up next. This is one that we're calling GOEST. It's another gift for a friend. When it's finished, apologies new viewers, it will look like this. The last time that you saw it, it looked like this. As I said, but yeah, it's 14 count white aida with the call for threads from Sacred Thread Designs on Etsy. And so that was what it looked like last time. This is the right way up. Let's find put the thing up again. Yeah, okay, let's try that. So camp. Anyway, we are now here. Which, as you can see, I'm kind of done a bit on it, to be honest. I was working on the purples, and kind of the same as with the one I just showed you, the Hogwarts crest. I picked a colour and then cut off a piece and then did that and then went to the next one and then went to the next one and just, yeah, kept going around. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to lie, there's not going to be much point anyway. But there is, in this like light pink area here that you guys can just about see there, there's a little bit of a muff up. But I will be fixing it at some point soon. It's fine, it's fine. It won't make a big issue, it's fine. I have some numbers for you. Oh no, I've got notes. It's my notes. So last time you saw it in that picture, that was 1,981 stitches were in it, and that was it at 27.03%. At this point here, we have 2,522 stitches in it, and that brings us to 34.42%. Okay, kind of the reason why this has been carrying on, because with a couple of my pieces, I decided at the end of last month I was going to pull a load of the threads for them out of my stash, because I couldn't just keep going, well, I'll grab this out, I'll wonder. I just need to do it. So there have been like 2 or 3 that I've done that for, which have really helped, to be honest. But yeah, this one was the first one that benefited from it. So Charlotte, if you're watching, GOEST thyself. No, right, I'm so sorry. That's that one. So yeah, I've said all the numbers on that. Yeah, it was 14 count white Aida with the call for threads. Hoping to get it done by the end of July, which I should be able to do. Like I said, I mean, we're at 34.42% now. I know all of the writing when I did it before, because this is the second time round, comes to just over 10%. So once I've got basically to like 90%, I'm basically done, barring the writing. But that's where I got with that one. Okay, next up. Third time's a charm, so 3 gifts in a row. This piece is a piece I'm doing for my friend Dan, who is halfway across the world, the one that I've been watching Avatar with, which we finished, and you can wait till another section for that. Yeah, this piece, which originally called Between Two Pines, I'm calling Between Two Trees, is an Emma Congdon piece from the Cross Stitch for the Earth book, which don't need to insert a picture because I've got one right here. I mean, not a picture, the actual book itself. I mean, I've already inserted a picture for the pattern, I'm not going to do that again. So yeah, I got that. Yes, I'm doing that for my friend. What it looked like last time that you saw it and stuff, all your jazz, all that jazz. Yeah, I say, and this, my lovelies, when he pulls it out properly, thank you. Is it the right way up? It's the right way up, yay, okay. Sorry for that, jazz people. But, so this, ladies and gents, is what it looks like now. Apologies for the hoop, more explanation on that later. But yeah, so this is where we got to with this. I actually worked on, according to my notes, a load of DMC 562, which is a load down this side and some down here, which I say it was just I was working on gifts. I've been very, very into my foresty stuff recently and bits and bobs, so I decided to work on it. I say it's obviously called Between Two Pines. I'm going to change the pines up here to trees because a specific joke between me and my friend one night of inebriation running through trees because they're portals and take you everywhere. They're great, fantastic. I'll get tested at some point, I promise. Anyway, this beautiful piece is where it got to. So I love it. I just love how the fabric makes up the picture, and I've got the deer in there and stuff, and it is lovely. But yeah, so that's what we got to with that one. It's gorge. That's a gift. Like I said, yeah, it's the Aida itself is forest green Aida from the Viking Loom, 14 count, and threads just pulled from stash, what was asked for in the book, all DMC. And that's where we got with that one. So 3 gifts, 1 month. It's going to make a joke. I'm really not going to. Don't need to. I'll probably cut this bit out. Goodbye. So, moving from gifts into sales. I know, right? I know. Okay, so first and foremost, the first sal that I'm going to discuss is I've got it written down here. It's hashtag Year of the Dragon Sow, set up by Erica and Sam, Fibers Floss Canada on YouTube and Instagram, and Higa Stitcher, YouTube and Instagram, respectively. Yeah, they set up the Year of the Dragon Sow, which does what it says on the tin. We all started a load of dragon pictures. Some of us already had dragon pictures, but we all joined together. I've been keeping an eye up on Instagram. Some of these pieces are beautiful. It's really not helping. I didn't realise how much I love dragons, especially with the series of books that I've been reading. So it's really hard not to know. There's lots of stuff sat in my cart on different websites. I haven't bought any yet because I can't, guys. Just can't afford it. But I mean, coming up, who knows? It's fine. So, moving swiftly on. So this first piece is a Cukol piece called the Chinese Dragon. When it's finished, will look like so. My other half bought me this for Christmas, just gone. So obviously it's printed 11 count Aida with the kit floss. Last time that you saw it, it looked like Tadab. Yeah, like that. I was actually working on this today a little bit because I just wanted to get to the end of the line. So I did. And this is what it looks like now. We're just literally doing all the yellow, which is apparently DMC 712. It's a lovely colour. I was sat here thinking earlier, obviously with the one that I did with the Hogwarts, maybe I should have just done all the yellow as black. But then, nah. I mean, there is 310 in there, not much, but there is. But yeah, so we got there, and all of those. I'm very, very proud of those stitches because they're all like in the same direction, doing exactly the same thing. None of my other pieces are like that. This is a rustic stitcher. Lazy is also another word for that. But yeah, so 11 count, Cukol, Chinese Dragon, beautiful kit threads, all lovely jubbly. Hashtag Year of the Dragon Sow. So yeah, there's that. Liked that one. Obviously, dragons. I mean, dragons, people. Moving on to my favourite piece that I'm working on at the moment. This is a piece called Dragon Bones Underwater. The original artwork was done by an amazing gentleman, thank you, called Stefan Koidl. And it was charted by Paula at Contemporary Cross. The finished picture, when all done and dubstepped, will look like so. I currently call him Stefan as well. The dragon, obviously, not the man in the boat. He doesn't need a name, Ashley, it's fine. So, that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. This is what it looked like the last time that you saw it. And I'm really not sure how to do this next bit. So, I'm going to do it in the best way I know possible. I'm going to have to stand properly. Let's just work this out. So, obviously, you've got that bit there, you know, and you kind of all saw that, you know, that's kind of what that was, you've all seen that before. Then we got to the other end. We got to the other end last time. But now we're working our way back. I've been focusing on just completing, like getting across. This is where the top of that page goes to. I want to get this whole entire line, like, I will throw a picture in as well. But yeah, I wanted to get the entire line of the bottom pages done as soon as possible. Like I said, I've been working on, I mean, not like they're completed by any close means yet, but like I said, I've been focusing on them, and it's been really, really nice. Just like I say, working on that. No other expectation of myself on that. Just, it's really, really pretty, really. But yeah, let's get a bit more closer. I don't know if this is gonna, no, actually your camera's there. Yeah, that's a kind of the stitching. I'm realising just how natty it is, really, to be fair. That's not a word to use, but it's one I'm using apparently. So yeah, I'm working on that. Just gonna, again, for the hashtag Year of the Dragon Sow, my two pieces, working on those. And beautiful, really. Yeah, so Stefan and Paula, thank you. So just working on this. 3808, this colour, I mean, I don't, is it gonna, it is. Guys, Love 3808. Oh, love it. It's beautiful. It's going to be gorge. Okay. I don't know where it was last time I saw it, and I did go back and looked at my videos and I couldn't work it out. So currently, we are now at 20,047 stitches, which is 7.75%. So a few more to go. So that's that one, and again, one of my focus pieces. Sticking with sows, because why would I not? If you've been here for any amount of time. The Gnomes Everywhere sow, which is being hosted by Kayla and Lauren, stitching with my Litterly. Yeah, they started this a while back, and I started it previously and then realised I'd done a muck-up, so I want to start again. So I started recently. Yeah, Gnomes Everywhere sow is kind of self-explanatory. I believe Lauren recently completed one of hers, which, I mean, stitch with my Litterly, stitching with Kayla, and I want to say stitching with Lauren, but I might be wrong. So the bits will be done there anyway, till I've done this, to be honest, to be fair. But yeah, so, yeah, this piece, known as Hippie Gnome 5, WEYMOND, the gnome formerly known as Hippie. Yeah, it looks like this when it's finished. Last time that you saw him, he was beautiful and looked like this. And when you look at him now, I say when you look at him, well, when you looked at him last time, that was 1,263 stitches, which obviously totaled 7.79%, which we're all aware, we're all masterminds in maths. And currently now, he's here. I know I got a little bit intense on him too. And at this point here for him, we are on 2,782 stitches, which is 17.15%. So I mainly obviously stuck to one side and went up that way. It's beautiful, beautiful. So these reds and these colours, like I said, don't get me wrong, I am in a little bit of a guesstimatory way. I've got a feeling it's not going to specifically look like the picture, because the mock-up's a little bit GG, and it's not going to be a worky piece of art. I mean, if it does turn out the way it looks exactly on the picture, more than happy. But currently, I don't know, but I'm just enjoying the stitching. Again, my new parent method. I mean, there's probably a name for it, but I say I pick a colour, pick a thread out, use up that bit of thread, pick another colour. Sometimes pick the same colour if there's a lot, but you get me, But yeah, so be kind, WEYMOND. Obviously, as you know from looking at it, 14 count white Aida with the called for threads from CrossStitchingGoods on Etsy. Again, this was one of those ones that I went through and pulled out a load of the threads from my stash. So like I say again, a little bit more confident in going forwards with that, and just, yeah, really excited to be carrying on with WEYMOND. He's one of my favourite little dudes at the moment, and I am happy to be working on him. I really want to go and work in the garden now it's started getting warm. However, I guarantee you guys, as soon as I get out there, sit down, set myself up like a family of birds, I'm sure there's a word for that, a family of birds, would probably end up defecating all over it, and I'd get annoyed, and then I'd give up cross-stitching. I wouldn't, it's just dramatics, but you get my point, you know. I'd like to, but I just don't know. Maybe I could get myself like a parasol, because I'm a lady from the 1700s. I mean, to be fair. But, so, that's where that one got to. So, is there anything else to say on that? No. Okay. Excellent. Right. Moving on to my last stitch, which, I mean, we're sticking with Sal, so if any of you have got like deliberation going on here, you've worked out where we've got to. Okay, so finally, moving on to my final piece I've worked on, is the 151 Generation 1 Pokemon by Lord Libidon. Obviously, beautiful piece looking like so. That was inspiration, Bookish Kel, another Flosstube you need to go and see because she's amazing. And yeah, sorry, that's what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, great, fantastic, we know that now. Last time that you saw it, it looked like this. Please ignore the patch up the top. We explained it before, we'll explain it again at another point maybe if we need to. Just moved you a bit there. Okay, so the way I was going to work this, Sal, is that it was going to be like, once I'd finished, I was going to do a Pokemon a day, and by that I don't mean like 1 day per Pokemon, it'll be over and done within 150 days. Not what I meant. What I meant was, once I'd finished a Pokemon, I'd call that one a day. So, you know, so working on Bulbasaur, so a tiny little bit of progress last time, working on Bulbasaur, and now with a little bit of zhuzh. Moving on, we're here. So we haven't completed the day yet. I mean, I'd probably say like we're in the afternoon, like close to dinner. Yeah, close to dinner. Okay, fantastic. But we've got that close on Bulbasaur, and again, this was one of the ones that I went through. I pulled out a load of threads for. But yeah, I say my Bulbasaur. He's getting close, he's getting close. But yeah, I pulled the ones out for him specifically. I know I've got all of the threads for Bulbasaur specifically. So that's cool. So hopefully by the next one, I'll be into Ivysaur. And I will have posted up onto Instagram, _stitch, it's me. Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to see that before the next one, because I've enjoyed working on that as well. I really have. It was one of the first big ones that I saw, and I was like, I need to get it. Right, okay, you're showing your age now, Ashley, and your lack of street cred, like you go out. Okay, so that was all my stitching really at the moment. Gonna pause for a second and sort myself out, move these bits over, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so regarding what else I've been doing, not much if I'm honest. It's been a lot of work. It's finance year end, so been all hands on deck kind of really. Any spare time I've had, I mean, I have stitched if I can, but a lot of the time I'm just rather knackered if I'm honest, so it's just been kind of like bed. So I haven't really been going out and doing much. On the opposite of that, this weekend, obviously it's been Easter weekend, I actually went out for one of my friend's kids' 18th birthday, which was lovely. Remembering what it's like to be 18. Glad I'm not 18 anymore. Obviously also Easter weekend. Happy Easter to anyone who celebrates. Happy Chocolate Day to anyone who doesn't. But you got my point. So yeah, I spent kind of yesterday with my nieces, which was lovely. They actually like me now, which is cool. I don't scare them. They don't run away from me screaming. I mean that is the automatic reaction of females to me, you know. I just assumed it was because I was so beautiful. I'm starting to think it might be different. But yeah, so yeah, I got to play with them yesterday. That was nice. Had a roast dinner by the mother-in-law. And chocolate, really. Didn't even stitch yesterday. Like I said, I did a little bit today of that Chinese dragon, but not much there. Anyone wondering how my fitness journey's going on? You'll be pleased to know, moving swiftly on. No, I mean, like I said, guys, it's been Easter. It's been a hard month. All the excuses, all the procrastination, insert yada yada here. April's a new month. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really, I mean, well, I've been doing a bit of, I've got no shout outs this month. I say I haven't really watched any new Flosstubers. I've gone through my usual, my Emily, Kayla, Lauren, Amanda, Andrew, Darren, Dizzy Stitcher. Not that I'm telling you to come back now, but Mihao, where are you, Starbraid? Could do with the video. I mean, I know you obviously, you know, you're not just sat there going, no, I'm not doing one. You have got other bits going on, you have a life, I get that, but... Okay, so there was that. What have I been... Oh, and... forgotten that lady's name who does the bookmarks, and she's amazing, and Lisa Bergin, been watching her too, seen a few videos from her recently. So regarding viewings, readings, listenings, musings, if you will, I watched the live action Disney Little Mermaid. I mean, okay, right, guys, let's just be honest, okay? I mean, I am a fan of Little Mermaid, the original one and all that, you know. I would, if I get into a pool, I pretend to be a mermaid. I get in the bath, I pretend to be a mermaid. I go into the sea, oh my God, I'm home. But I watched it. There were good bits, there were bad bits. I mean, there were some bits I was like, oh my God, they're doing it like scene for scene from the film, which in sometimes it's fantastic, great. Other times, why are you just making the same film in a different medium style, you know what I mean? Other parts, I mean, Melissa McCarthy, Ursula was, I mean, you're never going to beat Pat Carroll. Pat Carroll is Ursula, the original. She gave it a ruddy good shot though. That voice was spot on. Speaking of voices, Hailey Bailey, Hailey Bailey? I may have just got that wrong. The girl that played Ariel. Sorry if I got your name wrong. You were really good. Her voice for Ariel, spot on. The singing voice, it was good. I'm going to sound like such an old man right now. I really, really am. Felt like it didn't need to be changed the way it was. Don't get me wrong though, some Part of Your World is one of my favourite Disney songs in the world. Because, you know, bright young women, 40-year-old man, but bright young women. Because, yeah. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I apparently have the unpopular opinion, but my favourite character was Skull. I thought Awkwafina did it brilliantly. My favourite moment being when they were doing Kiss the Girls. Kiss the Girl! You have to have seen it, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. I say, we're probably going to go about a 6 out of 10 for it. It was all right. I would watch it again, but I'm not running to watch it again. Fantastic. Okay. What else have I watched? Yes. Rewatched Dune, because me and my other half loves Dune. And we're going to watch it at the cinema at some point soon. So we rewatched Dune, which was cool. It's very, very intense. Not sand. Rebecca Ferguson. I mean, need I say more Rebecca Ferguson? I understand how people feel about Timothée Chalamet, but Rebecca Ferguson. I understand Moon Knight was there. I understand Aquaman was there. I understand Selvig was there. Rebecca Ferguson. Enough said. So yeah, hopefully at some point soon, get to go and see that in the cinema, which should be cool. Films going forwards, I mean, I kind of feel like I need to give... I've been getting back into Disney a little bit recently, so I'm feeling like I might go towards Cruella next. Or what's that other one? Not the Teenage Kraken, the other one, but it's kind of like the people with the water and the Elemental. That one. I'd like to watch that as well. Apparently that got a bad rap, but as I said last time, Cax Majouge, love it. I feel like I should get that on the top, Cax Majouge. I mean, not like for merchandise, just for me, but why not? So yeah, there's that. Also, because I'm such a bad gay, I'm so sorry. I haven't actually watched Devil Wears Prada yet. I love Meryl, I love Emily, I love Anne. Why have I not watched Devil Wears Prada yet? So you'll probably hear by the next video that I've watched Devil Wears Prada. That's probably going to come up on the list. TV show wise, finished off the live action Avatar. It was brilliant. Yeah, I liked where the story, I thought they fit. I say they fit stuff in. My friend watching it has his own opinions, but he's loud, they're his opinions. Personally, I thought the story was great. I thought it was fantastic. For someone who hasn't seen all the rest of it, I mean, I'm probably going to end up over the years dipping into the series. Personally, I would like to watch like the second series before the second series comes out. I mean, the second book before the second series comes out. However, it looks like they've thrown in stories from different seasons anyway, so I don't know if that's going to matter much. Yeah, I like where it's going. Because of the reactors that I watch, I have heard spoilers for what's coming, but again, that just depends on how the writers want to translate that into the show. But yeah, I really, really did enjoy that. Yeah, I say that kind of has given me that kick to possibly jump into the cartoon animated series again. I also watched He-Man Revolutions, which is the second season to Revelation, the Kevin Smith series that came out on Netflix. Right, like Marvel, like Disney, I'm a child of the 80s. I was brought up on He-Man and She-Ra, Jason the Wood Warriors, Thundercats, that lot. He-Man and She-Ra are two of my favourite characters. I love them. They are, long story very short, they mean a lot to me. He-Man, I mean, the first season was epic. I mean, I didn't know where it was coming from. I didn't know where it was going. It was fantastic. I mean, this season, I enjoyed it. I don't know, it just felt like there was something missing. I couldn't put my finger on it specifically. I mean, there is, I mean, for me personally, the hope, and spoilers ahead, guys, because I'm probably the only one who's watching this anyway, so blah. But the villain of He-Man is She-Ra's main villain for season 2. I mean, there are other bits and bobs that happen, blah, 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 but it's She-Ra's bad guy. At which point that tells me that we might get a crossover because, again, the grown-up man that I am, when She-Ra Princesses of Power came out on Netflix, I was like, yeah, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I don't care. It was amazing. I loved it. It was great. Swiftwind is my spirit animal. I love him. GBFF. Fantastic. So there's that. I mean, I'm hoping then, yeah, like I say, there'll be a amalgamation, put them both together and all that. Don't know how that would work for the art styles, but we'll see. So yeah, I say, but no, well, judging that down again, I liked it. It could have been better, could have been worse. I'm going to stick it around a 5. Like I say, neither here nor there. I say mainly my loyalty to it, to be fair. Yeah, so I haven't really watched, I've been watching cartoons apparently for the past month. No, I've been watching kids shows for the past month, which is fair enough. Going forwards, I want to at least start either the final season of The Witcher, the season of Carnival Row, or Warrior Nun this month, to get on those. Finished Lucifer last month. That was cool. So yeah, I'd like to do that, TV wise. Also other TV wise, Drag Race. Season 16 is coming to its close over the next couple of weeks. The one I wanted to win has now gone home, unfortunately. Although I have, as I do every season, gone from the point of there's someone that I gosh darn hate, cannot stand and want them to go home first episode. And I was nearly in tears when they went home. Because I fell in love with them, because I judge people when I look at them and then realise, no, you need to get the whole story and then you learn who they are and they're great and fantastic. Vogue. Anyway, so that was cool. Season 16. Drag Race UK versus the World Season 2. Spoilers ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2. Have you got to the pause button yet? 1. Congratulations to Tia Coffee on becoming the second winner of UK versus the World. The person I wanted to win again made it to the final. Didn't make it to the winner's spot though. I wasn't too sure how this season was going to go. really random set of queens, obviously a handful that I didn't know because they were from across the world. I was aware of La Grande Dame, obviously the Americans, the Australians and the UK queens. I was floored by Keta Minaj, Marina Summers, what was her name? Arantxa Castilla de la Mancha. I probably added in another syllable there that I didn't need to, but yeah, all of the other queens were just amazing. They really, really were. Mayhem. It was. Yeah, so they're both on at the moment. Yeah, season 16 is coming to a close soon, so we'll wonder how that goes. If anyone watched last week's episode with the pit crew makeover, right? It's not just me, right? Right? Yeah, Lazy Susan. Anyway, right, moving swiftly on because I'm not actually making any sense. Where do we get to now? Reading is fundamental. 'Tis why I do it. So, I've been into my audiobook of Dark is the Moon by Ian Irvine. It's the third book in the View from the Mirror Quartet. The big bad has been revealed. The story is in full swing. It's amazing. I mean, I'm not going to throw you in too hard, like I say, well, a third of the way into this book, you know, but it's just the story itself. I love the way Irvine writes. The way he describes. I mean, personally, I feel there is a little bit of a focus on food, which I'm not mad at. You know, it's like when they sit down at a campfire and they've got their bowl and it comes like this and the smells, and then or if they're in different towns and stuff. And I love the way he evokes the feeling and the atmosphere. It's beautiful. The story's ruddy good as well. So yeah, I'm getting through that. I'm really enjoying it. Obviously I finished my At World's End. I'm not going to buy the second Age of Misrule book until I finished this book. This audio book. I have 15 hours left of the book, and when on my month ticked over, I've now got 15 hours left, so I should have it finished by the end of the month. I just don't want to plaster through it, you know, although there is a point where maybe I'll ask for an Audible subscription or something for my birthday next month. We'll see. 40 guys. Anyway, but yeah, so no, the Ian Irvine book's doing very, very well. The Mark Chadbourne book was fantastic. I will carry on. So there's that. So my plans going forward, stick to your plans, Ash. I say I'm sticking to the gifts and the sales. Like I say, April is my nan's birthday month. And my Auntie Daff and my mother-in-law. I'm sure a few other people probably on the world as well, but you know, I don't know them, so yeah. Yeah, so, sorry, pause there, brain freeze. So, I'm hoping at some point to get a bit of a focus on my life in countryside, which I'm doing in memory of my nan this month. So there's hope for that one there coming up. Also, just as a kind of a little preemptive here, preempting for my April floss tube. In my April floss tube, I'm going to be mentioning something that I'm going to be doing through May. May is my birthday month, so I'm hijacking and plagiarizing Mania. I'm going to be doing me-nia. I'm going to stick to what I want for my birthday month. So my main thoughts on that currently are, I've previously told you guys about an artist that I approached about a piece that I'd like to do, so I'll be revealing that at the end of April to then be shown within May. I'm also I've got a piece that I created myself that I may be revealing. I'm going to have done some work on it at least, hopefully, fingers crossed. That'd be great. And okay guys, right, we did it on the 18 count, we did it on the 25 count, we're now back to the 18 count, and I'm saying this now, probably we'll see how it goes. I'm going to restart my heaven and earth on 18 count white aida. Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. But yeah, I like I say, for me, May is my, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been focusing on my gifts and my sales and all my plans, and I've been sticking to them, which has been lovely, and I say I'm getting a lot of progress, but I can feel myself, like, for Christmas I got a load of new aida, and my mum bought me a new stitch book. I've been out this year into charity shops and got myself a load of books and got some random crafty bits and bobs, which, oh, speaking of things like sewing, I've mentioned one of these items before. Sorry, I just made a load of noise for you. I didn't mean to. Yeah, so I mentioned one of these things before, but I got purchased this, I believe. Yeah, I got purchased this for Christmas or a birthday a couple of years back. I started using it recently because I finally could. So, just while I fix all this together and give that in there. Ready? Ta-da! I got one of these, which I either stitch in hand, or I have, like, I'm not going to say Q-snaps, they're fake Q-snaps, they're just like bits of piping that I've like sellotaped together, but they, because I don't know how to undo stuff apparently, but they, I mean, I try and put them in here and they always end up like slipping out and stuff. So I recently went to a local grocer's kind of reusey shop and all that, and I managed to get one of these along with several other of these in different sizes in total for a £5, because they're an amazing store and I shall be going back. Anyway, but obviously once I've got stuff stuck in here, it's a lot easier and sticks in there, you know, and all that jazz. Like I say, I've been using that, I used that for my Between Two Pines piece, and I did a little bit of the WEYMOND in there as well. Like, things like my underwater dragon I wouldn't be able to put in there because it's just too much. And I mean, it's like there's not even a thing about putting a HAID anywhere near it. But yeah, so I got some nice extra bits, you know, some, I would say it's, well, it's technically haul and presents I got over years and all that. I have also, I just keep throwing stuff to the other side of the room and praying it doesn't make loads of noise. One last thing I'm going to move for, but I'm not going to stay. Someone sorted their threads, kind of, really, into bags and bags. I've got bobbinated, I've got the numbers to numbers. So technically this is my full set, but that was the stash that I kind of pulled everything out of, and in all honesty I'm going to go through. I want to get a proper storage for it. I know there are certain things you can get for it, but I just, where'd you go? Why'd you go? Rude. Yeah, I know there are like certain storage things you can get, and I have got bits and bobs, and I do like to use what I've got, so I've got to try and work something out there. My main thing is the labelling. I keep writing stuff down with like pens on them, and I use them, and I go, well, what colour is this? Oh, the pen's rubbed off. Is it 820? Is it 823? And then you try and work it out and you can't. Anyway, that's just rambling now, but I'm literally at the end. I've got nothing else to say to you beautiful, lovely, gorgeous people. So thanks all. Yeah, if anyone wants to be my friend outside of the YouTubeverse, sorry Ashley, different Ashley, then I am on Instagram, yas_stitch. You can find me there, where I will obviously post up through the month what I'm doing, little bits and bobs here and there. Yeah, other than that, if you like what you've seen, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks again for taking time out of your day. Happy Easter Monday, April Fool! Well, you are a fool and it is April. So moving swiftly on, love you all, speak to you all soon, have a lovely month. Keep stitching!